Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel.
One more. Sorry.
I went from side to side to tell my trouble come alive.
Hi guys! My name is Mark
And this is Kim.
and welcome back to our channel.
I think it was about a month or so since our last video. Today we have an exciting video for you guys because we will have two amazing guests.
Right.
This is not going to be the first time that we have guests in our little YouTube channel. So yeah, we're very excited to share our video for today.
Yeah, so it's going to be sit-down conversation.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's get this video started.
Right.
Mabuhay, this is Cris, Filipino expat here in Malaysia.
Hi, nama saya Elle. I'm from Malaysia, originally from Sarawak, but now I stayed in KL, and I'm Kim's friend.
We are now sitting with our guests, of course. We have Elle and Cris.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're okay, we're good.
It's a bit rainy afternoon, but it's okay.
All right, with a little background, this episode of our vlog would focus on Elle being a local Malaysian and Cris being an expat. It will talk about how is it like working in Malaysia or working with Filipinos, right, as a Malaysian. With a little background, Elle and Cris, we are in the same team. We work together in the same company. We work together for almost like more than a year now.
Yeah.
Mark works in a different company, but he's kind of like part of the team because he's always with us anyway. All right, so that's just a little background. So to start this vlog, this episode, we have a few questions from our netizen.
We prepared a set of questions for you guys. Okay, again, this is about how is it working with Filipinos? How is it working with Malaysians? Okay, all right, cool. So let's get started.
I think
It's like a beauty pageant.
yeah, I think the first question goes to Elle.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, first question is, as a local, how is it working with expats? Specifically, let's say Filipinos.
Filipinos.
Yeah.
For me, I learned a lot. It's a journey for me too. Even though as a local Malaysian, it feels like I don't have to adjust to anything, but like you guys, like foreigners that come to here, like you have to adjust with our culture and stuff. That's how we have to adjust like with you guys too. So it's an experience for me. Like I like it.
Right.
Okay.
What are those things that you learned from us?
A lot. Oh my god, a lot.
We will get into that. Okay.
Words.
This 1 year plus.
Okay.
How about Cris? Cris is actually from Victoria's, and that
Negus
is
Occidental.
the same island from where we are.
Right.
So it's in the Visayas island. So we speak the same dialect or language,
We are Ilonggo.
which is Ilonggo. Okay. So Cris,
Yeah.
how Hiligaynon or Ilonggo?
Yeah, Ilonggo is like a person. Hiligaynon
Yeah,
is
it's
the
like the
dialect.
dialect, but we're kind of used to the Hiligaynon. And surprisingly, Elle knows some of the Ilonggo words.
Right.
Of course.
Anyway, so Cris, since this is your first year in Malaysia, how is it like working in Malaysia and working with locals?
Oh, yeah, before I answer that,
Miss Gay.
yeah, because like, there's like a famous in the Philippines, right? Because my experience is different from other experience. So the views and opinions, where's the camera? La? The views and opinion of the guests like do not reflect those of the host
Yeah.
and the network.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So Malaysia as a country is very diverse. So like Malay is different from Malay Indian, Malay Chinese, but I haven't interact with Malay Chinese, only Malay and Malay Indian. So they are like welcoming, accepting.
Okay.
How accepting?
Like Very.
Like very.
I mean, they're the same with Filipinos. We are like known as like friendly. They're also friendly.
Yeah.
True.
That's why we bring Cris also in this video, because we always talk about our experience as an expat, and we've been here for like 9 years, and so we want to hear it from someone else's perspective. This time from Cris, being a virgin,
Yeah, a virgin.
a virgin
I
expat.
turned 1 year last September. So.
Yeah, so
Fresh.
it is really great to hear like a perspective as well. But it's very similar to what we said also,
Yeah.
that Malaysia is diverse, very friendly, and very open, to which we did not expect, right? Okay, this is the question I think applies to both of you, right? This is your first job as well,
Yes,
right?
first job.
When you like meet people, like in the office, for example, can you tell if they're foreigners?
Of course, I can differentiate. Like Malaysians, they look like Malaysians. For some reason, it makes sense. But like for Filipinos, maybe it's kind of tricky because we don't look much different. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
True, that's
yes.
true.
Us Asians, sometimes it's tricky for me.
How about with you, Cris?
Yes.
Can you tell if they're Malaysian or Filipino?
No, I cannot. Of course. It's like
Cannot,
so
yeah.
different, so similar. Like
Yeah.
the feature, the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the nose big.
Yeah, the nose. Hello, Thailand.
Why are you guys going
Our nose.
Yeah, the nose is like.
To give a context, our company is very also diverse.
Diverse.
We have different people from different,
Yes.
all over the world?
yeah, all over,
All
the,
over
world.
the world.
So it's really great. Okay, those questions are not challenging. Those are easy
Oh
questions.
my god, that's challenging questions.
Okay, this question is, what was your first impression when you meet your Filipino like colleague, like work-wise?
Work-wise, first impression, I think I have no like first impression towards Filipinos. So like my first impression is always like, you know, like for like looking at your personality.
Like human, like
Yeah.
basic
Yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah.
not specific
Not
to
spec-
Filipino.
yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I think I
don't have
get it.
any,
Yeah.
first impression for Filipino.
Oh, you will get there. Yes. How about Cris? What was your first impression with the local people?
Oh, since I am like first time here, I'm very like observant.
Okay.
If they like make friends with me, then I will be like, oh, should I trust?
Oh.
I have a trust issue. Yeah, because like my mom told me like, be careful because they're not.
Well, that's
Filipino.
understandable
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah,
a
because you're going to somewhere else.
yeah, it's a
Different
different
country,
a
yeah.
different
Yeah.
place.
And I have only like, I am gay. I am only one. Like,
Oh, you're gay? We didn't
oh my
know.
god, this is a come out like video.
Come on, video.
Like I only have like one friend, like when I first day, like returned to office, and,
Okay.
and he is like closeted also, so
Okay.
giving me like all the like some Malay are like homophobic like that. And I was
Oh.
like, yeah, but not all.
But
and
not
then like you have Malay in like in the office, you have like a group when we enter.
Oh,
you
yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I remember there's like in the cafe, and it's like my friend, my gay friends like, oh, let's fit in so that we could like talk to like Malay friends, and it was like the whole 1 hour they talk like Malay, and I was like, next day I will not.
So you feel like you were
Left out.
Left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when like to turn like I mean wala na. When I go back to that, when I go back to that like day, it's like Filipino also. It's like we are more comfortable in speaking like our own language,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty understandable.
So they will-
That does not like generalize your perception to all of the local people.
yeah, no.
Right. It's like same as with Philippines.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
as times goes by, you make friends with them.
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
like first impression.
Exactly.
But it's
Okay.
like, I will never.
That is good to know. What are the things that you like with working with Filipinos?
Okay, the things that I like about working with Filipinos is that they make everything seem so interesting and fun. Like even though the work is stressful, they just make a fun out of it. So I like that. I like how like even though you're stressed or whatever, they make a joke out of it. So I like that. That's something interesting.
Is that not that's not how it goes with Malaysian?
Oh
If
no,
they're
no.
stressed, they
I mean,
stress.
yeah, Malaysia is like that. If they're stressed, like that's it. Like
Okay.
everyone's not talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
I
think
noticed that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's different with Filipinos, which I like.
What about the thing that you don't like?
Okay, first of all,
I have like a list.
I have so
I
many.
have a list. Okay, like I don't. Okay, this may be cliche, but I really don't have anything that I dislike so far, like with Filipinos, because I really like my Filipino friends. Like we don't have any issues or anything yet, but
Yet.
yeah.
Thank you.
But so far, it's like so fun.
Good to hear that.
Okay, it's been a good experience, I would say, coming from like what you were like sharing with us. How about Cris? Other than the experience you had when you first come in and try to fit in, other than
Trying
that,
to fit in.
what are the good things that you like working with Malaysian or local colleagues?
Yeah, my Malaysian friend is like very like they're gonna ask you how are you like that. I noticed Filipino don't like, for example, when you come in the office, we're not like how are you doing today? Are you okay?
Ah, yeah,
When you're
makes
not
sense.
speaking.
It's like we just say kamusta in like a very basic way. Like we
Yeah.
say kamusta for the sake of saying it.
Yeah, and then they will gonna like there are days that you're silent, right?
Yes.
Malay friend will be like, how are you? How are you doing? There's
Yeah,
like
they would really look at
yeah,
you.
they will be like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Are you looking at Elle?
Is this a confession?
Sorry, like this is
Char?
like, yes, Al.
Yeah, but I agree to that.
Yeah, they're very like clingy, like as a friend.
Yeah, especially if they are close to you, right?
Yeah.
But for those that are not, that just normal locals that you're not mingling with them most of the time. It's just normal. I guess it's the same like
Yeah.
Filipinos as
And
well.
they're gonna offer you a ride. Like, going home.
Offer what?
Ride.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! There's always like a funny story. Like whenever Elle is always there with Afik, her
Yeah.
boyfriend, always like sending us home.
Yeah.
Especially if it's raining.
Yes,
Yeah.
How about the things that you don't like with
Locals.
Locals. Like
Yeah.
in an office setup, right?
yeah. Of course, we're. This is.
I'm trying to be like Malaysian accent. La.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is not all. I'm not generalizing like all Malaysian youth like this, but in the office, like Malaysian loves to complain.
Complain.
Yeah,
Is it for real?
it's like for a little thing,
It's true.
and it's like, why? Yeah, when we need to do this, when
Ah,
we need
yeah.
to do
Oh.
that.
It's very true.
It's very common, I guess.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
So we will wait for the deportation. I think maybe the way, like as you say it, for us, we're foreigners here, so everything is like whatever we go for it, we go
Yeah,
for it, we
yeah.
go for it.
Yes.
Like I think it's the same if they're working in another country would be the same as well.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Right?
I guess it applies to Filipinos as well. Being here in Malaysia, you can hear that they are complaining that everything goes up, especially with the situation.
Inflation,
Right?
something.
I even told some of our Malaysian friends that hey, it's worse in the Philippines.
Yeah.
If you guys are complaining, the sugar price is high, the eggs are high, but if
Eggs?
we're gonna,
The
yeah,
eggs.
that's a common
Yeah,
issue
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. The egg
Yeah.
price is high, but in the Philippines it's worse.
That is a very good.
Yeah.
That's a very good example because, like, even we're here now, we're thankful because we've seen the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
We experienced the worst.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like Malaysians like to complain, like bashing Malaysians. like it's like this. When the government give you 50, you complain. They
Yeah.
give you 100, you complain.
Yeah, I think it's like human
They always
nature.
complain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's human
It's never
nature.
enough.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, it only shows that wherever you are, there's always something to complain. I think that's
Yeah.
human nature.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with Cris. So you've been here for a year. What are the places that you've already visited, other than, of course, your workplace?
Oh, I went to Penang.
Penang.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you like
Penang.
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 Penang? Penang. Okay. Penang. And then I do like Batuque.
By the
Bye.
caves. Okay. That's all.
Only two. Genting Highlands, you never been?
Malacca.
Ah, yeah. I go to Malacca.
Malacca. Okay.
Right.
As a local, what place? Like, for example, you just met us, right?
Yeah.
which part of Malaysia will you bring us first? That you will be very like proud and excited that this is Malaysia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Malaysia,
If
true
I have to
Asia.
answer this, maybe like okay, like cliche. If you ask me like cliche, the first place is of course KLCC.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the place
Oh
to
yeah,
start.
the
Yes.
tower.
Yes, the
Crowd.
tourist spot, like
Yeah.
all the
The
like
landmark.
the culture and stuff, the museum maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But if like other states, I definitely recommend Penang.
Penang.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you like beach and city,
Mm.
Penang is like both beach and city.
Oh.
And the people
Which-
in Penang is like very good.
Very good.
Yeah, wow, feeling
Very
like, very nice. They're very nice.
Very nice. Welcoming people.
Apa yang tak cakap kucing Sarawak, Sarawakian?
Penang.
Yeah, Penang. So, you would bring us to the iconic Twin Towers because I
Yes.
believe like the world knows that's
Yes.
Malaysia,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
like iconic.
Yeah.
Great.
In terms of makan, you know,
Yeah.
food,
Food.
what is it? What is it that you can recommend for those newly comers? Not just only for Filipinos, but
For
general.
new people like visiting Malaysia,
Yeah.
what would you if you are let's rephrase it. If you're serving like a Malaysian dish, what will you serve them?
Right.
Of course, Nasi Lemak.
Ah,
Nasi Lemak is like Nasi Lemak is something like 24/7. You can eat breakfast, lunch,
Lunch,
dinner.
dinner.
It's always Nasi Lemak. So
Yeah.
I feel like if newcomers come to Malaysia and they haven't tried Nasi Lemak, it's like they even come to
Right.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think Nasi Lemak.
It's like Malaysia Nasi Lemak.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you like nasi lemak?
At first, no. Because it's like the one that I tried is not that good. Then huh? He did
I think he tried the ready-made whatever
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
the authentic Malay
Yeah,
one.
but like in the office, when like my colleagues like
brought
brought
the
like a
nasi lemak,
it
that was
like
good,
Then I
right?
try nasi lemak.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
At that
not
time.
not all Nasi Lemak is good though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all.
It
Oh, you-
depends.
sorry.
It
Yes,
depends
it depends.
on how
Okay,
they
next
cook.
And also, TL, like Malaysian really love spicy food.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, we
We're-
discussed this on our previous video
Yeah.
that Malaysians
Love
love spicy food.
And not just spicy, like spicy.
Like
spicy.
killing
It's actually
nice.
a must for them to have
Yeah,
chili
yeah.
on the side.
It's not a choice.
Yeah, it's not a choice.
So when you're like young, you really eat like
Oh yeah.
when you're a baby.
That's like not baby, infant.
this is the milk with spice. Wait, I put chili powder in your milk.
You're asking that because you know Elle loves
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she eats a lot of spice, like chili, not just spicy, but with chilies.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you like about your country?
Honest.
Give me a moment.
Also,
Give me a moment. okay. Maybe one thing I like about my country is like the diversity. You know,
Well, yeah.
like
Yeah.
it like if you go to Mamak, you can find like Malay uncle, Chinese uncle, Indian uncle in one table.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like it's hard to find
Yeah.
anywhere else.
To our viewers in the Philippines, what is Mamak?
Mama is actually Indian Muslim food where it's usually open 24/7 and you usually go like for a quick whatever breakfast, dinner.
Yeah, lunch.
Yeah.
Like in the Philippines, it's Carinderia
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
yung mga restaurants, kemi-kemi na mga
Sidewalk
lutong bahay,
restaurants.
kemeru, ganyan-ganyan. When Mark and I first came here, we did not really expect how Malaysia will be like Malaysia. I mean, we
Right.
know that we kind of know that it's like diverse, but it's not, it's different when you're here.
Exactly.
All the while, we thought it's gonna be like a very Muslim-like country.
Yeah.
But this is a Muslim
Yeah.
country, but we thought like it's gonna be very
Very
strict. Yeah,
strict.
like you cannot do this and that. I mean, of course, you cannot do so many things because there are laws. But then it's good. I mean, it's even more welcoming and more liberating, I would say, than
Yeah.
Philippines. At least for our experience.
For our experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, same also. When
Yeah.
I like hired in Malaysia, I search. That's what I told you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I watched your video.
It's actually like it's a small world. We're gonna
Yeah.
share this. You know this story
Yes,
already, right?
yes.
So, Cris was hired, of course, in the same company where I work. and then he was like searching how to
Like the do's and don'ts in Malaysia.
in Malaysia, and he found our video.
Right.
And it's such a small world
Yeah.
because after that, like we met and we are even in the same team. Like how,
Yeah. Oh my
what
God.
a small world.
And what was your first comment? You thought that we are parents.
Yeah.
Oh my
like
God.
kids.
Oh my God. He
With
thought that we
kids.
have like
Kids.
kids.
Okay.
We don't have plan to have kids. Oh, we have 2 kids. They're not here now. They're in grooming. Okay, this question goes to like Cris because you work in the Philippines before.
Yeah.
And this is also goes to our avid, subscribers as well, planning to work maybe here in Malaysia. What is the difference working here than working there? Of course, other than the salary and the country. What else?
Yeah.
It's good here. I really like appreciate.
Can you elaborate
Oh
more
yeah,
when you
because
say-
in the Philippines, my account is like calls.
Okay.
So in the Philippines, when you have Filipino boss, this is the client expectation. We need to exceed that. That is the Filipino boss. You just don't need to perform. It does give it. You
Yeah.
need to do beyond what it's best.
Yeah.
Right.
Here in Malaysia, it's like very calm. The boss is calm.
Mhm.
They're like more pro. I'm not saying that like Filipino boss is like bad. They're good because like they're gonna unleash your potential.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But here it's like I like it
Calmer.
here.
Yeah.
Calm.
Maybe what he's trying to say is here, your performance, or when you perform, it's already appreciated.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, if you perform with the expectation, it's like normal. So we're gonna move on to segment as we mentioned earlier. Elle, it's gonna be Elle because she like learned
Yeah.
some words. Can you tell us what are the words
That
that
you
you know?
learned.
All right, so we're gonna end it here for now, as the video is unexpectedly long. But if you want to see more, watch out for the next video for part 2. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and make it a great day.